Hmm. Apparently, I rock the mom bun a little too frequently because I just took my hair down and I had no idea that it was this long. Holy crow. Okay. See, I do this so I have less hair because I have a lot of hair, but it's not thick, but I have a lot of hair. And then I've got this like grown out balayage that's been colored a little bit. And then I have these little, they're my Rona grays. Corona gray. That's what the color is. Corona gray. Oh man. See if I do this. Oh man. Okay. I, so this is my dilemma. I got this and it goes all the way around, right? However, part of me, and I've been considering this for a year. Just, because I'm 42 and I can do what I want, right? So I've contemplated like maybe going to like where my ear ends. And oh my gosh. And cutting and shaving this. I know exactly what my mother and my sisters would say. They'll say don't do it. They don't want me to do it. They asked me when I'm going to grow it out. And I said never. Never. Wow. That's a lot of hair. I don't know if some of you don't know me for very long. 2 years ago, I treated myself on my birthday. It was my 40th. To a Deva cut. And I did research and I found a place that has been around forever. And I went and I got butchered. Butchered. And I was very confused because I had done a lot of research and I've been studying curly girl method and all that baloney for a while. And so I knew I was supposed to have my hair done. Like you're supposed to go with it as is. This is like I need to take a shower and wash it, but thank goodness my hair doesn't get very greasy. So I can kind of get away with it. So basically, I had washed my hair that morning, and it was a little muggy. It was just about almost exactly 2 years ago. So it was like the middle of June, and it was starting to get muggy. And so they tell you to air dry your hair. So when I got sorry, dry. So when I got to the salon, my hair wasn't fully dry. And in my kind of mind, I was thinking maybe she'll just sit me under the dryer, right? Because then you can see, you'll see where my natural clumps are and everything. And I was really excited. And so she said, it was weird. Like I felt weird the whole time and I was mad. And I didn't speak up when I should have. So basically, she's like, well, I think she ended up wetting it, which was weird because I thought it's supposed to be a dry cut. Because you can see when you cut curly hair, you're not just gonna go, oh, I'm gonna cut here. Like you have to know, like if you do this and I let go, right? See that? If I do it with Maddie, it's like down here and it bounces up to here. So you have to cut less hair. So she's doing all these cuts and I'm feeling really awkward. And she literally took like a chunk of my hair like this and just literally went like for like layers. And, probably had a little mini heart attack inside. I know this is all first world problems, but you know what? It's real. And I was paying a lot of money. Let's be honest. So I knew from reading that they're supposed to, after they finish the cut, the dry cut, they're supposed to wash it, and they're supposed to use the Deva curl products. I'm supposed to kind of basically educate you on, okay, this is what you should use. One's called like no poo and low poo, because curly hair is not supposed to, the whole thing is we're not supposed to use just a straight shampoo. So for those who care, so she was supposed to go through like what products I'm supposed to use. Never suggested, which is crazy. Like, I've been to salons my whole life. I've went to school for aesthetics, and we worked in the spa on campus, and I know about, you know, upselling and selling to customers to retail, like, hey, this is what I used, this is the serum I used, this is the scrub I used. So she did none of that, and she didn't even dry my hair after she cut it and washed it. She kind of just put some product in it and was like trying to explain scrunching to me, and I'm like, I was a teenager in the 90s. I know what scrunching is. So I got in the car, and typical Jessica, I cried, right? I cried. And I was kind of checking, because I always will go and look and see, because like actually, well, I don't have it even. I've got most of my hair on this side, but anyhow. So I was kind of looking and seeing, comparing, and there was like hair on this side that was longer than this side, and it was annoying because I know, just because I've been doing my curly hair for a long time, I know that this side is curlier and this side is wavier. So I was like, why isn't this popping up? Blah, blah, blah. So I get home, I think about it, I'm not happy. And then, so then when I go to pay, she says, well, I'm gonna give you, I think she gave me like $10 or $10 off. And I tipped her based on what I was going to tip her for the original price. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to give you a discount because I was, referred. I technically had a referral, because a college friend worked at the same place. And I'm not going to mention names or where it was or anything, because it wasn't her fault at all. So yeah, I go home and I'm not happy. And I call and I said to a receptionist, I said, I was there. I've, done the research, and I feel like there's some steps that she missed. And so I want to come back, and there's like, I said, there's a little, asymmetry that I need to get fixed. And, I was supposed to get some kind of, you're supposed to get basically like a lesson, in different ways, to style your hair. And, cause some people now are saying that you leave your hair completely soaking wet when you put product in it after you wash it, condition it, or co-wash it. So she's like, okay. She made an appointment for me. It was like the next day, actually. And I drove on, And I knew that was, I looked at her calendar and I knew that was the day she worked. So I go in, and the girl, there's someone else. It's not the person I spoke to. And come to find out that she is not there. And because she apparently had covered a later shift the night before, and so was not coming until later that day. And that the woman who made my appointment made it for a week from the day I showed up. Thinking I don't know, she just was looking at the wrong week. So that wasn't her fault, no big deal. So they figure out they can fit me in the next day. So I go back and I give this woman a second chance, and I'm trying to be calm. Because, I mean, let's be honest, like I said, it's hair. It's not a big deal. But like I said, also, I spent a lot of money. And, you know, this was my treat to myself. And so she ended up washing it. Didn't dry it first. Didn't dry it. Like, she could have washed me and then stuck me under the dryer. Because then, obviously, she would have seen what my natural curl situation is. And then she started trimming and ended up cutting more off this side, and it ended up being shorter than this side. And that's when she did, like, she pulled up my hair and, like, literally went like this. So there was, like, this whole hunk of hair that was, I just, and I just didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to say. And so what happened, actually, let me backtrack. When I went in, and the day that I thought I had an appointment to get fixed, and she wasn't there, the receptionist called her, and she's like, oh, she wants to talk to you. And she says, well, she says, I can, you know, work on it and fix it, and we can figure something out. But I didn't actually really give you a Deva cut because your hair wasn't dry when you came in. And the first thing I kept thinking was, why didn't you just say, let's reschedule for a day when it's not muggy to the point where my hair won't dry? Because my hair takes forever to dry. Maddie's will dry in a minute. Mine takes forever. So, so on the phone she says, yeah, I didn't really give you a Deva cut. So that's why I gave you the discount. And I'm thinking, that's not what you said yesterday. And I didn't know, I only knew what her Deva cut price was. I didn't know what her regular cut was. I forget what, like, level hairstylist she was at this place. But it's all BS and backtracking. And it's like, so yeah, I really didn't give you a Deva cut. So that's why I charged you less. And I'm thinking, if you didn't give me a Deva cut, you should have charged me way less. And you should have told me, first of all. You should have told me what you weren't doing. And I would have said, let's reschedule. And I didn't. And it's like, I went back and gave her another shot after having this, like, awkward conversation with her. And it was like, hi, how are you? Going back in, and I just felt like I should have gone someplace else, or I should have called the owner, because this place has been, this is a place that's been there forever. Well, at least the owner's been in business forever. So yeah, I go back in, I give her a second chance, and she just hacks more. And it was so short And I brought pictures. I brought in very specific pictures, and obviously I know that you can't do exactly, because you have no idea what this woman's hair is. Like, obviously I got it off Instagram from a woman I follow, so I could have, I mean, I probably knew, like, if she had high or low porosity. I knew I could find out her curl type, which is like 1A, 1C, 3C, 4, you know. So I actually could have really known those things, and if she was really knowledgeable, that would have actually worked out. So the cut I wanted when it was curly would have been, you know, I like just kind of like, yeah, like that, actually. More like that. And I wanted some layers, because I really wanted to get some volume. And she ended up cutting it, and it was, when it was wet, it was so short. It was so short, and I couldn't do it. I mean, and then I asked her about doing this little thing, and she was like, oh, you already have so much cut off. And so I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop asking questions. And I was so stupid, and I never called the salon to talk to the owner, because I just kind of felt like I was beating a dead horse. But I should have, because these people are listed when you look up like a Deva, when you look up like Deva cuts online, when you look up, because these people are trained. It's separate training from just going to cosmetology school. So you look up, you know, in your area, and it tells you where these people work. It tells you what level they are, and you can find out what the level, what sort of training the levels are. Some of them involve coloring, because obviously if you're color, like if I go in there and my hair is like this, and this is my legit hair, you know, it's not just painting at all. It's, you know, you would take this clump and you would color this one. So it's you know, it's just learning different techniques. So yeah, I feel really stupid that I didn't reach out to the salon, and I didn't reach out to the website, because I should have put, like, I should be like, hey, this chick is on your list as a level 2, and she just like hacked at me. Yeah, I've never told that story online, and I just, you know, like, I'm not gonna say how much it is, because you can look it up, but it's just, it was a chunk of change. You know what I mean? And I don't cut my hair often, so it's okay. I'm lucky. I have very healthy hair. I'm very lucky. So I don't have to wash it often. I don't have to cut it often. You know, and basically I have Steve do this occasionally, because it just, my hair just gets so, can get really knotted very easily, just like Maddie's. So I just did it as like a way to have less hair to take care of after I had Maddie. And it was a way to not feel like I was going to be turning 40. And because I remember when I was little, and I was like, is it required to cut your hair short when you're 30? I thought that was like a law, a rule. And I know they have an SNL sketch called The Cut. You get the cut. And if you know, you know, it's funny. But so I felt kind of like stupid that I didn't reach out, because I could have at least gotten my money back. And I was at the point where, like, when you're at that point and they're like, oh, do you want to come in and see someone else? And it's like, no, because I don't want to run into this chick who's had 2 chances to give me a good haircut, and my hair was probably close to this length when I went in. And I'm lucky it grows fast. But, well, again, first world problems. But I'm trying to just educate, because people do spend a lot of money on these haircuts, and you have expectations and excitement, and it was my treat to myself for my 40th birthday. So, you know, so just do your research if you're going to get one of these. There are different types of dry cuts. There's different techniques, and people go through different training. So just ask questions, do your research, look up the people. I don't know if there's websites where, like, I know there's like tons of websites for doctors. Like, you can go and see reviews on doctors. Sorry, my back is killing me from the way I'm sitting. Ooh, not good. Okay. So just do your research, ask around, get referrals from friends, and honestly, ask for a portfolio. Like, at this point, like, I have one on, I have my portfolio on Pinterest, actually, and my makeup portfolio, and hair portfolio for doing, it's not cutting, but styling. So, yeah, see, like, research the person, talk to the salon, and see if you can get access to their portfolio, because that's huge. Of course, that's just their highlight reel. They're not going to put a hack job. Mine, it looked cute when it was wet, because curly hair always looks amazing when it's wet. I shouldn't be being over, but I don't want to finish this up. So I just wanted to give my story. It's so weird because I, like, literally mom bun, top knot, whatever. Like, this is so natural. Like, if I could do like this action, and it's like, I've got all this hair. Wow. If this isn't me in 2nd grade, I just need a scrunchie. But yeah, top knot. I live the top knot life, and it's like, I'm afraid to cut it because I will get the regret. But I don't take it down a lot, and I should, because if I did it, I would cover the grays. And so I'm sorry. I know that whole thing that was going on about, like, women in certain, like, generations. Like, I'm kind of on the edge of Gen X. I was born in 79. I've never really been a center part person. Because, like, I remember looking through my mom's yearbook, and it was like everybody had a center part, and I was like, what do you think? I don't know. I've never been a center part girl. I've always been a side part. When I do my hair, this is the way, you can see, this is the way my hair goes. So if I want it to lay flat, I do it this side. I can't see these things. This looks just, I want them to just grow. Just grow. Give me a little, what's her name? Stacy from What Not to Wear. She always had that nice stripe. But if I want to have more volume, obviously this is the opposite direction of my hair growth, so I do this. Take a picture. So anywho, I don't even know what my point was. I was just kind of like, I took my hair down to take a picture of my smoothie. Like, okay. Because I deserve it. Because it's Friday and I made it through the week. So literally I was just like, oh wow, my hair's really long. So, and it just turned into this. But if you know me, that's how things manifest with me. It's like, oh, idea, get it out now. Haha. But anywho, I stayed up way too late watching, is it Zoe Rowe or Zozo Rowe? I don't know. I've seen a couple of her TikToks or reels, and I spent way too much time watching this girl's reels on Instagram last night. Because she was just cracking me up, and I don't know, she's kind of a feel good chick. She's all about being a bad bitch, which is just funny. I don't know, I was just laughing, and then I'm like, oh, it's 1 o'clock, go to sleep. But Maddie slept till 8:20, so yeah. Anyhow, happy Friday.